at Pro League, as well as Big 16-8, even though they lost the rematch. We'll see the same will be said for this game, but for sure, it looks like individual form definitely tipping in favor of Complexity despite ping issues, and game plan was solid on Inferno. Liked what we were seeing out of them rotation-wise and how they were defending, as Mahone pointed out, based on the last time they played on Inferno versus the same types of attacks.
Man's found a lot of space. They just leaning on Vinny behind box, kind of actually inside donut hall. So no contest in middle, no hold towards the A site. Immediate 2K out of Grim from mid. So this one's looking like Complexity have their name stamped all over it.
That one's a little bit too easy.
Right?
Not even one bullet landed here for Imperial. Oh, there's one bullet landed. Good start.
Joda's got the next. Ooh, and Fang tries to push in close, get the trade frag. Now suddenly man advantage. Damage versus JT. Floppy's gonna have to be the one to come in big, or else it's the Imperial 3v5.
Wow.
Straight up 3v5 retake made to look easy.
Couldn't get a single other frag. So they took that fight versus Jota. It was a staggered attack. The second guy swung out.
I've never seen 3 players on this box at once, but there's no way he predicts the second. I mean, the fact that actually works. Jota, though, from Red Room immediately trades back, so it's not as though Fang can get out of there. And then the cave play also into the favor of Imperial, but Halzerk will get that one back.
Wow.
Floppy wasted no time coming up from Rem, so we get that deep set of eyes on the B site. Burned out, smoked out, fallen desperate if he tries to push this. Op, full belt of utility. I mean, his life is worth a pot of gold.
He is right, though. They do play close to the smoke sometimes, so this might give Fallen a chance. But Floppy puts himself in the perfect spot, takes Fallen out, and a round up for Complexity after a very key trade to swing it back into their favor from Halzerk.
Unique setup, I'll say.
It
Even get close. Flash through mid. Fantastic. Grim there to capitalize with it. We've got the 2 CTs inside cave. That's where things could still go south. JT doing the dance of death, double peek from each side. More bodies here from Complexity than Imperial. Jota could have chopped them all down. Instead, an open sight, another plant, and a round win for Complexity.
So it's another double up inside of middle with rifles. It's a really kind of not unique way of playing the map, but to do it so often and linger in mid for so long, I think it's just like what Complexity are looking for. It's what Imperial are giving them. It worked a little bit in the beginning here, but now Complexity are answering back. So do we have a different mode of aggression from Imperial, or do they really just want to hold on to elbow control? And with the, even without actually playing inside of it, you saw the grenade they threw over top of elbow. That can be enough to get what you want, 50 damage on 2 people. That's great. So here's Complexity with 2 rounds, 4 alive on this one. And I'm assuming, limited amounts of money here for Imperial. Don't know what they're going to be able to...
We're going to find somebody floating down on the ground here. It's one on each side of that red smoke. So clear line of vision for Imperial.
Ooh.
And an unfavorable spot for Complexity,
That's
but
a bad smoke.
an abusable situation here. Op fires off, a warning sign of what's to come. Lineup's a little preemptive, so Floppy's able to cross over. Bomb is now being planted, and Floppy again looking to go deep, chases and nearly kills the second player on that lane. Instead, Bolts saves his teammate. Fang's gonna turn his attention back towards mid. Sickening double headshot. And just like that, the life of Imperial taken away. They thought they had that 4v3 rolling. The fact they're able to shut down Floppy as he pushes up short, that's one thing. But Fang,
that was
crisp
animalistic.
Second kill.
Oh, yeah. That was beautiful. And, man, the fact they jumped up at the same time, too. They approached that so correctly.
Flash over quick. Oh, that nade. Holy hell. Joda's A1S is going to feast. Cello comes back to lend a helping hand. And Complexity, they may have put out the Molotov, but they got pelted by that frag grenade. And I think that just siphoned the soul right out of him. Halzerk about to get surrounded. Saw a glimpse of Jota. Down they go. Phenomenal hold. Fallen. Nice clean kill on Fang. Oh, ooh. Unfortunate there for Bolts. He finishes off Fallen.
Yeah, and he's actually low, and so is Cello somehow.
And we get a quick pop out of Floppy. He's been a real key piece to these overtakes on the B site. While Cave gets smoked off, that is a chance for the bomb to come inwards.
Damn, he peeks all the way back there. They know there's still an op-up, right? Oh, no, there isn't actually.
Killed by Bolts.
Grab it.
Are they gonna go into the cave?
Oh, that's a huge call out too. Wow.
This,
right after Cello left.
Both of
These
them.
are the mind games, bro. These are the mind games.
The two cave players go back onto lane, so all 4 of Imperial players are on lane. Halzerk chopping down the first. JT drawing attention. Floppy's original position smoked off. Comes back at it from long with a double. And Joda sitting on top of that bomb, taps it to elicit an answer. JT closes the gap, dies, and leaves Joda on a measly 19 HP. It is Floppy, the king of the B sites.
Yeah, it's a huge spray by him, and even the amount of times they played against each other.
Hyper aggressive from Joda, though, taking the fight right to them. Support from Cello. Grim on the response. Joda comes back and gets another kill. Beautiful round out of Joda so far. And still more to offer with his 7 HP.
Oh, he even gets favorable routing back into the site.
Decides enough's enough. Goes out, gets the 2K. Trying to keep Imperial's CT side alive.
They're not out of the mud just yet. Feels like Complexity. They can upgrade Mac 10 if they'd like to. They still got HP, but nades aren't great. No flashbangs will be a liability. Oh, he's gonna hear the jump. Ooh, that was a low player too. Smoke's bad. Now things are a little more unclear. They aren't going forward with some A lurk simultaneously. Instead, they're just gonna group up versus 3 players in the B site. I mean, this would be an abject failure from Imperial to drop this one.
Smoke for Cave. Molly for this corner, but Molly doesn't hit the ground. Floppy will get his impact. Bolt stops it then and there. Fang, dead just as quick. So Bolt's nice little recovery from that team kill in the last one. Makes sure that there is no life left in this for Complexity, but I mean, let's be honest, Joda getting aggressive out of Cave took that round into his own in that T side. Johnny, JT, whatever T stands for, 1 kill. Not ideal either, but Complexity still 7-round T half. Not the end of the world. Let's see if they can split pistols. As per lickety split 'em a pistol. Poking like a thistle. Hard like crystals. Joda, 1 back sight. That's all that's here. And Halzerk goes down empty-handed. So B site completely swarmed. But we did see a 3v5 CT pistol retake in the first 15, so tell me why it can't happen twice.
I won't, because it can.
Vinny's gonna get himself another kill. Fallen and Cello adding to the tally. Now it's gotta be something miraculous, and miracles aren't real.
Miracles aren't they just rare events?
Yeah. I guess so.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Unless they're like it's something that defies science, specifically.
Yeah. Something that's not explicable by...
I think Imperial are going to be able to know this.
Whoa, Fang dives into cover, comes back. 1 for him and another to Grim. Bodies inside middle. Halzerk, he's been spotted.
Oh, he didn't know they ran past.
He got the dink off on Vinny at the very least, but the fact that Joda crosses over, Joda now 21-8.
They have 1 smoke left over, and they haven't used it yet. It'll go into Donut. But this trade...
Critical flank here from Fang. Do they push the issue?
They have
Remember,
enough
saving
smoke.
with just 1 last round.
I think this makes sense for Fang to route this way.
If JT comes out, nobody's watching Vinny's back. If JT makes contact first, he has Vinny sitting duck. But he doesn't come around the corner until it's time to trade. At least he's still got that. Molly towards the backside. JT watching main. We've got a crossfire set with another smoke deep. They're gonna get on top of bomb. Trying to steal this with the defuse. Fallen fires through it, but Fang Fang gets it in,
Wow.
and the game stays close.
That was not...
Chasing him down as well to clear Imperial's board.
He's just been the...
Arms real deep. A1S nerfed at this distance. Half health on 2. Blinded Fang also now dropped to 59. Joda's Mac 10 picks up a kill elsewhere, and that A site absolutely crumbles.
Well, the T's are getting a little hungry here. Playing close to the smoke.
Once that gun's full, you could spray that smoke justifiably. Yeah, Halzer gonna find the first one. Fallen's also on it. Oh, but Halzer's got a pistol out.
Wow, he ran out of ammo.
Had to switch over. Fang in another clutch situation, trying to keep Imperial's lead within touching distance, but Imperial pouncing on that A site. And Grim not playing to the strengths of the gun.
Which was?
A. Complexity have awaited these guns. Gotta make the most of them. JT will at least bring down Cello. Big scalp to take. And Joda's also on his deathbed, but still breathing. Bolts can't stay the same. Dies out to Grim. That's an assist now for the lane play. Fallen's gonna tuck back in behind doors. And the bomb's in for Imperial. So it's a man advantage, but it's a retake needed. Cave smoke comes up. Draws the attention of the long player. He decides to throw a smoke deep towards CT. Floppy will clear sight. And Fallen comes in with another Joda's wraparound. Almost catching Grim off, but the man's too sharp with the 90-degree snap. Gets Complexity into 10. Double digits at least on map 2.
They would have liked to have 3 alive here, you know, coming into the 10th round. Again, always at risk of just that economy totally falling apart. But Grim wipes the gunk out of his eyes. He puts together a nice round here. Starting to wake up a little bit. Hasn't really had his moment in the series so far. It looked like the push was read pretty well from Imperial. You know, JT walking down the ramp by himself, right into 2 people looking. And luckily for him, he was sharp enough to get 1. But
ooh, wow. Damn, Bolts. Okay. Okay.
that was not easy to see. Another 5v4 here for Imperial.
Bodes well for them. Economy on the line. A 3v5 needed, and nothing's gonna happen in this B site. Nothing other than Imperial domination. Complexity crushed by taxes.
Norwegian taxes. Damn, Imperial look pretty serious right now. And again, I'll say it, especially with Jota in the front, 29 and 10. And this map ain't over yet. Him, Bolts, Cello, over 20 kills so far.
Wiped.
Grim walks into his death. And Imperial will be able to buy until Complexity tie, even if they win at this point.
Teams go to die. And Washington on the line here at the showdown. Halzerk. It's another round where Complexity find themselves equipped. They've been far and few between. Grim, singular kill, bomb picked back up, and nobody else here to stop it. A retake needed, 2 versus 4. Imperial knocking on the door of overpass. Bank blade lights out. But unfortunately for him, a stark drop-off from Halzerk and from JT's individual levels. Floppy not able to replicate the performance on Inferno here either. And now Fang, in a sad situation, tasked to exit Donut 1v3. Molly in front of him, smoke on top of him. He'll at least put out the fire, but it is Imperial that burn bright here on map 2. Joda closes. It's only apt, as he was a monster.